Look what came back to the garage. Ah, yes. An old friend. Yep. I sold this, if you remember, maybe a month or so ago to a friend of mine. Very good friend of mine. So he called me about a week ago. Well, he first called me about 3 weeks ago and said it wouldn't hold a charge, so I had an extra battery from that Husqvarna. So I gave it to him, and it holds a charge. And then he called me a week after that, and he said the belt broke. I said, okay. I gave him the part number and said, we'll get a new belt. So he got a new belt, and he put it on correctly, and so that's good. And then he called me the other day, and he said a pulley fell off, and I really thought it was the clutch, because the clutch is on this side here, and I just remember, if you recall, I replaced the pulley and a new bearing on the drive belt along with the drive belt, and I was really thinking that is what fell off, thinking maybe I didn't tighten it. But then he said it was driving, and I thought, well, if that pulley fell off, it would not go anywhere. And then I started thinking, okay. And sure enough, here was the pulley. Not the pulley, but the brake drum. And then the first thing I looked at was, wow, that's awfully shiny. And why is all that grease carbon? It's just baked on. I mean, it is baked on. So then I thought, somebody was cutting 2 acres with the brake on. And that's what happened. As you can see, this brake band, you can zoom in, it's completely checked and cracked from the heat. And it got so hot that this thing had to be really hot. Especially if you were going along in 3rd gear, mowing 2 acres. And you can see just how shiny that is. Because the brake doesn't really get used for more than, a second or two to stop you. So this thing was just cooking. Absolutely cooking. What happened is it held this wheel and it backed out the screw. And that's why it fell off. So I'm going to put a new screw and I'll put another washer on that. So here's the fix. We put you can see how crusty, that's all carbon. What we did is we put a 9/16 inch bolt in. I put in thread lock that has a operating temperature of up to 400 degrees. And then I put this washer and a nut, because this is a little bit, just probably a little long. So this nut's taking up the space. So that won't come off, it's on good and tight. If we go around, we check, brake now works. It's nice to see an old friend, but it hasn't been that long. It has not been that long, and you can see that it's packed with fuzz and stuff. So I said to him, please blow this thing off. Don't let it. It's too nice of a tractor to just let it go to hell. You can still see where I waxed it, that the rain, which has now just started raining, has beat it up on it. So we're going to fix that, find a nut or bolt, and return it. It's probably good that he has this tractor, because he pretty much destroyed a Craftsman. And I worked on that. That's in another video of mine. I'll put a link to that one, because that tractor's dead. That completely got destroyed. So this one, I think he'll have a harder time destroying, because it's a wheel horse. But I think what I'm going to do is, when he sells the house, the tractor's going to go with the house. And then I won't see that tractor again. But as long as he owns it, I can kind of keep my eye on it, change the oil, and do things just to you can tell I have like an attachment to it, and I do, because, you know, I put a lot of work into it, and so you kind of want to look, you know, you want it to look like this. You know, you want it to look nice, and after every cut, I blow it off and make sure I blow it off, and with just a blower, and that does a ton of good because nothing accumulates on it. You don't get the little fuzzies and stuff, and the fins, which I told them, will get packed with fuzz. So, yeah, I'm a little attached to it. Hey, I want to thank everybody for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe to my videos. Check out that other video that I will put a link to of the Craftsman tractor that I had to go through. I think Colin and I did that. So check that out. And we will catch all of you in the next video. Have a great weekend, everybody. And thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you.